Hi everyone, give me just a minute here. There we go. How are you all doing today? This may be a two-part because I do have a soccer game I gotta get a kid to in just a few minutes, in about half an hour. So let's see how fast I can go. Okay. These are the mesh. This is the mesh I'm going to be using. And then some of our tails. And I've already put together the wreath form. And this will be our sign. And this is from Personalize It by Pam. So this sign's not mine, but you know what? I bought it and I'm like, I'm gonna use it, and it's adorable. So, hi Dawn, how are you? Thank you. So I'm gonna set these out of the way for now. We're gonna do the woodland ruffle method. So I cut each one of these rolls at 34 inches. And yes, they are different, but I didn't have two of each of these. So I'm like, you know what? Who says that they all have to be the same? They're not gonna be. All right. And then this is a big wreath rail. Just because these get so poofy, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So. Oh, sorry. My iPad just does really weird things with lives. Okay. So let's get started since we have some limited time here. So these are, again, 34 inches. I'm just going to roll them 4 or 5 times. Pinch it. I can get my little clippity thing working. Some scissors out here. You know, I'm going to roll that a little tighter. It's biting me a little bit. I went to actually find more of this, and I'm going to point you down. I can't reach out. Problems with being short. Okay. Anyway, I went to find more of this. Couldn't find it. It is out everywhere. Let's turn this around. It's been a while since I've done this. Can you tell? Inside here. Let's do this. Plaid, this is kind of a buffalo check. It rolls a little easier. So basically, in about 30 minutes, I gotta take a kiddo to a soccer game. So we might not get this done all the way. And I might come back a little later this afternoon and finish. You gotta do what you can do, you know? And I don't want this sitting on my kitchen counter anymore where I started working on it, so I need to get it done. Is anybody else kind of nutty about that? I like, my kitchen has to be clean. I'm just kind of crazy about it. And where did my clip go? Oh my goodness, I've already lost it. Oh, there it is. All right. I love this stuff though, so I really wished I could have found more of those. Hi, Lynette. But I couldn't anywhere. Like I went onto the Wreath shop, I went onto Damon's site, the Deco Exchange, I went onto the craft outlet, no luck. So that's, at least I have it in that white with the black stripes, and then I also have it in red with black, I think. So we're just gonna mix it up and make it work. So it's been a busy Saturday. I'm still trying, if you ever watch my stories, I'm trying to finish this armoire for a friend. Basically, I'm making an exchange. She's a photographer. So she's taking pictures of my family for me in a little bit. Once this apple orchard tree leaves start changing, she's gonna take pictures of my family, and I'm redoing this desk armoire for her. Now, I think I'm almost done, and then something bleeds through on it, and so it's just like, wow. I'm like, oh good, I like need one more paint and poly, and then something bleeds through. Yeah. So it's been a little bit of a frustrating process, but what do you do? Sorry about the music in the background, you guys. My little girl's watching Rio. It keeps her really calm and happy while I'm doing this real quick. And again, this is why I usually do my crafting late at night, but I don't know, Saturday nights I kind of like to keep it. It's time I spend with my family more, so. And I didn't get to it last night. My husband and I went on a date last night, and when we got home, I was just like, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. So I'm doing the inside of the wreath first, and then I'll come back and do the outside. And I'm hoping it'll be nice and floofy enough. I'm not paying attention. Can you tell? Do you ever have when your mind just is going 100 miles a minute? So I've been working on that cabinet, and then I'm also still cutting out some new cutouts. So I'm trying to get that done, and I'd also like to, I'm working on some new designs for wreath rails for Christmas, so I'm thinking by the beginning of next week I'll have those ready to go too. So it's gonna be fun. One of them, hey Connie, I think I'm gonna do a sleigh on the top of a wreath rail, and it has sleigh like carved out of the middle, so it'll be cute. I forgot to introduce myself, if anybody's watching that I can't see, but I'm Heather with Juniper Vale. So I'm using 10-inch mesh. This I got from Craft Outlet, and I'm doing a woodland ruffle method with strips cut at 34 inches. So, and I've just gotten the inside done, and now I'm moving to the outside. And I'm doing a mix of a buffalo check, like a white and black buffalo check, and then white with black stripes on the end. That feel like it's forever away. I'm gonna move it over a little. And I've lost my clippity thing again. This thing likes to disappear. I want to get one of those. I want to get a clothespin. I just haven't bothered to go through Walmart and pick one up. Connie, I cut it at 34 inches. Which earlier I was explaining that's why I'm using two different kinds, because I didn't have two rolls of either one of these 10-inch meshes. So I decided to mix it up a little. And I couldn't find them anywhere. They're pretty much this color. And then I have a red with black. They're both sold out. Yeah. So.
Mom.
What?
Sorry.
I've got two of these. Let's do this one. Hi, Rachel.
Mom. Mom. Mom.
Where'd the clippy go, Genzo? Where'd it go? Now it's really disappeared this time. Hold on, let me grab another one. You guys, it's on the other end of my bed. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. There we go. Now, how many of you did you say were doing a craft show this fall? I know there was a question on, was it Lori's group? I think Casey asked it. Seems like a lot of people, wreath makers, if I know some of you are wreath makers on here, in fact, probably most of you. Hi, Lourdes. Thanks for spreading some love. struggling. I told Casey I've already been doing fairs. I've done one, I did one in August, one in September. I took the summer off. And then I've got one and then about 2 weeks. These got moved around. I have a feeling I had some kids playing with my ties last night. Especially one 2-year-old little girl. So, hey, it's okay, Will, she can watch. Who's sitting here trying to help me over here, so. Oh, she is in everything. Your first is next weekend, Connie? Have you done craft shows before, or is this just the first of the season? It is so weird. I can pull up comments on my phone. That's why you always see me looking at my phone. I can pull comments up on my phone. My iPad is on because I'm I want to see the comments down here where I can see them because, it's old eyes and all. And I hate this is the phone. Connie, you're scrambling. That's the way it always is. This is your very first? Yeah. Well, I scramble up till the very end. I always laugh because my mom will say, so are you ready? And I'm no, I'm never ready until I have to just say, okay, it's going in the trailer, which is usually the morning of the craft show. I'm I can make one more thing. I can do one more thing. But I look at people, there's an account I follow, called The Little Green Bean. If you don't follow her, she makes adorable stuff. Your tent is 10 by 10. So what I usually tell people is don't put up you want to make it feel just very inviting, and don't spread things out too much. But don't put them too close. You can see mine are always really packed. So. And I try and make it feel almost like a little shop experience. I have a checkout space, which usually I like towards the front, but I don't like my checkout either to block my booth entrance. So, because then people don't want to walk by me to get to stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad she was able to do that for you. Okay, guys, I just put this in the wrong one. That's good that she was able to do that. And with wreaths, you definitely can do that. I sell jewelry sometimes too, and that's harder because a lot of people who don't make jewelry, they don't know the stones. And so somebody will say, well, which stone is this? Like if my mom came to do it, I have no idea. But wreaths, that's a little bit easier to do that. So I'm glad she's doing it, and I'm sorry to hear that your back's hurting. That's my favorite thing about the craft shows, is actually going and getting to meet people and hear comments on what I'm doing. So it's too bad you're having to miss it, Connie. I feel bad for you. The other thing I've found on a 10 by 10 booth, and with wreaths, most people do this anyway, is to go up. So go up with your wreaths. Have walls of some kind. But make the walls attractive too. I don't like seeing see-through walls because I feel like the wreaths don't stand up off of them as well. So if you do something see-through, like a grid wall of some kind, I would back it with material of some kind.
Hello.
Or pegboard works really well. There's lots of different ways you can do that. And if you have grid walls, I think I talked about this on my last live, I would just put like some type of fabric, like a canvas drop cloth or something into the grid wall. Okay. There we go. There we are so far. I don't think the buffalo check combined with that looks bad at all. Stick our sign in here, and then I'm gonna get 1 or 2 bows in there. Let me do a bow. Okay. And then I'm probably gonna have to take a break and come back. Oh, hey Linda, the strips, they're 34 inches long with 10-inch mesh, and I'm doing the woodland ruffle method. So I do 4 or 5 rolls on each end and then kind of ruffle it in the middle. All right, you guys. These are the ribbons. I'm gonna do that one and that one and that one. That one. Sorry, I'm finding them. And then these are gonna be my smaller ones. Okay. I'm doing a little bit of gray because that sign has you can see the gray background on that, and then the brown will match in, and then I'm doing the red and green, playing off that to brighten that black and white. Okay, and I did just take a little hole punch thingy that you use on jewelry and punch holes in this and attach the wire, and that's how I'll attach it to my wreath. Okay. Luckily I have all that stuff from doing jewelry. So I'm going to start with this. Sorry, I'm just deciding, do I want to do 1 or 2 bows? I think I'm just going to do the 1, and I'll add ribbons, okay? And I'm just going to do a regular bow that has tails. I think that'll hang, and that'll cover more room on the wreath. I'm going to start with 6. I'm going to do 10-inch, and I'll cut them shorter if I want, but 10-inch tails. And I'm going to start on the back with 7-inch. And I got most of this ribbon, some from Craft Outlet. I'm doing 7-inch. Yeah, I'm going to start with 7-inch loops, and I'll go down each time. So this one doesn't really, this bow doesn't really have a name. I'm just making it up. I think I'll do 4 loops each because I still have plenty of ribbon. But like this stuff I got at Sam's Club. Had my mom pick it up for me because I don't have a Sam's Club around here. You know what, Connie? I don't, because I'm not fancy with the whole mini chat thing. Sometimes I'll post it on my page, but today, just because it's so crazy, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live, and whoever joins me, joins me. And I did share it over to Lori Jacobs' group. So. No, I cut that one way long. Holy cow, Heather. Hello. That's because this one has the 10-inch on it. So no, Connie, I don't have any bots or anything like that do it for me. Because I'm lazy. Someday, maybe. Someday, maybe I'll do it. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this. Do it live. No one cares if you screw it up. I screw up all the time. There's no reason not to. In fact, you know what? I think it makes it more interesting. I really do. If you know that people are not perfect, I enjoy knowing that. And that they make mistakes. And then how do you deal with mistakes? So, well, good. I'm glad you caught me. These don't fit on the little dowel at the end. So, I tend to be a bit klutzy. Okay, I'm gonna do this one 7 inches too, and then I think I'll start coming down in size a bit. Cut my little dovetails here. I'm gonna throw the truck in there, and I'm gonna cut this down to 6 inches. But I'll leave my tails at 10. Hey, Will, go tell Tommy that we need to leave in about 5 minutes. 5 or 10. Get my son ready for soccer. He's got a competitive game today, and it's about 40 minutes away, which is why I'm gonna have to cut this short and come back to it, I think, you guys. Sorry about that. Can only do so much, you know? Okay, so I'm going down to about 7 inches here. Yeah, it's my loud girl. She's hearing the birds on Rio and coughing them. So, sorry, when you have kids, yeah, just, you know, craziness is life. That's funny, your dog's responding to it, though. Hey, Zoe. Sorry. And my craft room, someday when I get a webcam, maybe I'll figure out a mount so that I can do this in there. I just haven't figured it out yet. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna do the live anyway. Cut weird. I don't have the sharpest scissors. That'll drive me nuts. There we go. Zoe, shush, girl. She loves this movie, you guys. It's kind of funny. All right. Connie, if I'm around, I will watch your live too. I'd love to see your wreaths. You make beautiful stuff. So, let's see, that's 3. You know, I might throw another one in. Just make this really big. Another 2.5 inch bow. I've got this. Zoe, quiet. Okay, and I'm gonna keep this 6 inches too. struggle bus a little bit today, you guys. Alright. Last night, another reason I didn't come on and do this last night was because I had this headache. It's not a migraine, but just kind of a headache right here. So, I don't know if I'm trying to come down with something or what's going on, but you know. And I woke up again with, I thought, oh, well, the night before I stayed up watching The Good Doctor until way too late, like 3 a.m. And I thought, oh, that's why I've got a headache, because I was dumb and I stayed up late watching a TV show. And yeah, no. I still have it today, and last night, like, I hit the hay at about 10:30 and didn't wake up till 7:30 this morning, so I was definitely tired. Cut that one a little shorter. Now I'm going to take it down here to these, okay? I'm going to start with the gray, I think. This one this is the only one. I picked this one up at Costco, not Sam's Club. I don't know, maybe you all know, I haven't paid attention, but it seems like Costco doesn't have as much as Sam's Club in the ribbon department. So again, I'm just doing 2 loops. 10-inch tails, but now this I'm going to cut down about another inch, go down to 5 inches. There goes that ribbon. Yeah, they're usually late at night when things are a little quieter around here, but like I said, if I don't finish this, I will come back and do it this afternoon after I'm done with that soccer game real quick. I'll just hop back on and put on the tails and whatever I decide I'm gonna find. I'd kind of while I'm in St. George, I'd like to go to Michael's. The Joann's here has absolutely nothing for Christmas, like floral type stuff. So like pine boughs and lamb's ear for some of my rounds. They were totally nothing, nothing. I got like 2 sprigs. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks, Cheryl. I have them fairly regularly, so I've kind of learned with most of them I can function through, but at night is usually when they'll get me. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. There's that one. And then I'm gonna throw in some green because there is some green in. And I did just buy some plain old green ribbon. I mean, kind of plain, it's sparkly. Holy cow, people. I can't keep up with the ribbon. Alright. Hey, Zoe. Zozo. At some point I want to figure out, because honestly, I have a much larger Instagram following than I do Facebook. And I'd like to figure out how to share these over onto IGTV. And I haven't yet. So, I think they're getting easier from what I've heard in some of the online courses. I am in Jennifer Allwood's group, and she said she thinks that IGTV is getting easier as far as posting videos, because I had a horrible time and couldn't figure it out there for a minute. And I mean, I figured out how to do these, load these up to YouTube. And I haven't yet. So, I think they're getting easier from what I've heard in some of the online courses. I am in Jennifer Allwood's group, and she said she thinks that IGTV is getting easier as far as posting videos, because I had a horrible time and couldn't figure it out there for a minute. And I mean, I figured out how to do these to load these up to YouTube. but I couldn't figure out IGTV. And not all of my videos are over on YouTube, but I have some over there. I need to just take the time to sit down, but honestly, being a mom of 5, I don't get that time very much, so I try and get it up there as often as I can. But I'd like to get it over onto Instagram too, because I like to use the same video for everything. It's just a little bit more economical. And finally, I'm going to do this red. Hey, Will, can you go track Zoe down? I have a feeling she's doing something she shouldn't be. Can I tell you? 2-year-olds. They keep you hopping. The other day she got into lotion and like spread it all over herself. Like that thick on her hands. It's crazy. Tommy, you got water? I'll grab one. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna get a zip tie here. Yeah, so from what I've read, Connie, if you want better engagement, you want to post separately. You want to post it on Instagram and then come over and post it on Facebook, from what I've learned. And then you'll get better engagement rather than just automatically posting it to Instagram and having it go to Facebook. You want to post them separately. Honestly, I don't know. That's just what I've learned in the Jennifer Allwood, her inner circle group, which I love. I do a lot of, she does a lot of fun stuff and I learn a ton through her. I'm trying to figure out which bow I'm going to use on this. I think I'm going to do some gray here to make a, it's pretty stiff though. All right. So I'm just going to cover up. First, I want to put my wire on though. There it is. So I've got my zip tie not tightened down. Although honestly, everything looks like it's staying in place pretty well. So I might just tighten it down without arranging anything because there's only 2 loops with each of these. So and the tails are all down. So I shouldn't have to play much with that. I'm putting my wire on first, and this is how I'll attach it. Yeah, I love her group. I absolutely love it. I would highly recommend it. So, and I know you're part of Lori Jacobs' group, right? And that's the other one I'm part of. Those are the 2 groups I'm a member of. Jennifer's more, Lori's more focused towards wreath makers. And obviously I make wreaths. But I'm more of a sign shop than even a wreath maker. So Jennifer's more just on generic business and social media especially, and how you use social media for your business. And before I joined her group, I was in Instagram, and I don't know, I can't say that, oh my gosh, things have grown, but you know what? I've started doing my 2 lives on Facebook, which is like, she's like, you gotta do that, you just gotta do it. And as I've started to do that, I've grown. And I have I've joined some groups, and I think that's helped a lot too. Okay, I'm tightening down my zip tie here. As tight as I can get it. I'm gonna clip that. Oh, you guys, I gotta go here real quick. We'll finish up this bow and then I'll come back and we'll finish it a little bit later. Sorry for having to cut it into 2. You know what? I'm not gonna fold it. I'm just gonna put it in pull the edges down a little bit. Like so. There. Just make sure this ribbon that you tie around the middle, you get it long enough that you can really put a good knot in it so it's not gonna unravel. Just makes life easier. And I'm gonna cut that. So anyway, those are the two paid groups I'm a part of, and I think they're both great. I like Lori's. I've been exposed to, honestly, a whole new market in there. I'd done wreaths before, but it's been fun to get to meet a lot of wreathers. Thanks, Connie. You can kind of see. I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll kind of sit it down on the bow.
No.
It's kind of a Mod Podge of ribbons, but you know, I like that. It's in here so you can see. And I joined Jennifer's group because honestly, I just felt stagnant, that I wasn't growing, my business wasn't growing. And since I have joined her group, I've been a member for a while now. It has gradually been growing. So, thank you, Rachel. So I think it's beneficial, and you know, I'm getting closer and closer to 2,000 followers on Facebook. Look at that. It's cute. All right. So I'll kind of lay it out here and point you down, and then come back and see the rest because I'll get tails on, and I'm going to see if I can find anything cute. Can you kind of see that? So get the sign over here. Now I'm going to put you up, and I'll back up. It's funny. You know what? Go and watch her podcast, Connie. If you're not ready to join her group, her podcast is excellent. Yep, so there's a good start. All right, I'll be on a little bit later, and we'll catch you then. So hopefully you'll have time to join me. If not, you can catch me on the replay. See ya.